So we're at Amboy Crater, and there's a ton of these really cool lizards, or chuckwallas. There's a massive one right here. And Kelly was just telling me that one of their defense mechanisms is that they will crawl into a hole, blow it up with air, and then a predator cannot yank them out because they're wedged in a hole. And you can see their bellies like just, got these cool bellies. This one has a nice bit of orange on his belly too. It's pretty cool looking. So what's the story with Amboy Crater? Like, how did it get here? What is it?
So Amboy Crater is actually a cinder cone volcano that erupted approximately 10,000 years ago.
Yeah.
And it created this lava field that we're hiking through right now. 27 square miles of lava. So it's a pretty good flow.
Wow.
Amboy Crater in 1969 was designated as a National Natural Landmark. For its significance, you know, it's right along Route 66, so it's one of these iconic landscape features that guided travelers on their way to Los Angeles.
Yeah, you can see it from miles around.
Yeah, one sort of interesting thing is I think we have sailing rocks right here.
What? Really? I thought that was just a Death Valley thing, the racetracks. So this rock is just floating along somewhere in time?
I think so. When I first started coming out here, they were more in alignment with this. And
really?
The sailing rock feature is one where you have this freeze-thaw cycle where the ice builds up and then it melts and it so slowly pushes the rocks. And unfortunately, people have walked in this.
Right where I'm about to go step.
Yeah, right where, so it's harder to tell that it was more natural.
Yeah. Whew. Let's get you working up here. Gets steep.
Version of the stair climb.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, you don't have to go to the gym here.
This is my gym. Whoa, it's like another planet up here.
Welcome to the center of the crater.
Yeah, it's like Mars. Pretty wild. It's otherworldly up here, and it also provides just an amazing viewpoint to see this whole basin of the desert here. So loving it. And then today we're heading off to Afton Canyon to explore this other really unique feature here in the desert. So loving life, things are awesome, and excited to keep exploring the Mojave Desert here.
Things are pretty simple in the desert. There's a bush out here. It's got thorns on it. It's in the desert. It's the desert thorn bush. There's another bush out here. It smells like cheese. It's the cheese bush. Like this, they try to keep things pretty simple.
Yeah, that's straightforward.
Everything in the desert is on where cheese seeds come from.
That's crazy looking. So where are the chia seeds?
So the chia seeds.
And how can I sell this to a hipster?
Well, so you have to wait, of course, until the blossom is finished.
Okay.
And then each one of these little segments you see, inside there's the sleeve is a seed.
One seed.
One seed in each one of those sort of little protrusions on the chia.
Wow, I really want a smoothie right now.
Right, now you know why chia seeds so expensive.
Yeah.
It's hard to get people to get the seeds out, right? To shell those.
You gotta pay some money for that. These boulders are amazing out here. Mojave Desert's a fascinating place. Super diverse. We just came up out of this lower basin. It already looks so different. It's satisfying to grip some rock a little bit. Pretty cool up here. changing. Looks awesome. Every few miles we drive, the desert takes on a whole different character and persona out here. How often do those blossom?
Depending on the year, it may not blossom at all.
Yeah.
And it's a rare year when you see this many Joshua trees in bloom.
Yeah.
Joshua trees don't bloom every year. It takes a certain amount of rainfall, and then they have to freeze. So they have to have a hard frost in order to bloom.
Really?
And kind of a unique, not a tree, even though it's called the Joshua tree.
Yeah.
Very Dr. Seussy.
Yeah.
For sure, very Lorax, Truffula tree. But actually its scientific name is Yucca brevifolia. So it's part of the yucca genus.
Yeah.
And actually, if you drill down, it's in the same order as asparagus. Right? So it doesn't make any sense at all.
That's just a big asparagus.
A big asparagus, right?
Desert asparagus.
It's got a heart like a palm, bark like a tree, and blades like a yucca. They only grow in the Mojave Desert. It's the only place in the world that they grow indigenously.
Really?
And only at elevations of about 2,000 to 6,000 feet. So if you get above that or below that, they won't grow.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, that's also kind of the same elevation range as the Mojave Desert. So it works out. But those are protected throughout California.
Yeah.
And throughout the Mojave where they grow, because they grow super slow. About 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch a year only. So these Joshua trees that you're seeing are probably hundreds of years old.
Wow. Mind-boggling. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Makes for a wild scene.
very the Mojave is like George Orwell and Dr. Seuss got together and kind of created this crazy place.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting.
So we've had an amazing day. Waking up on the sand dunes this morning was truly incredible. And then getting to explore the crazy Amboy Crater. And now I get to explore Afton Canyon. So I'm really excited about this. I love canyon country. And just looking across the canyon here at all these wild fins and formations, I'm pretty excited about it. I think we're going to be getting into an actual slot canyon, a spooky old slot canyon. So we're watching the sunset here over the canyon. Going to be doing some cooking and getting a campfire going, and couldn't ask for a better day out here. This feels semi-trustworthy.
Well, I haven't gone past that other climb because it's a little bigger.
Hopefully we can pass the test.
I feel like